Good morning, guys, and here I am on this rainy morning again in Sevilla or Sevilla. And with all the rains, I'm still out here on this walking tour, and I am now in the center of Sevilla, where lies the neighborhood of Santa Cruz. So let's go on this walking tour and see around this Barrio de Santa Cruz. The Barrio de Santa Cruz district is the former Jewish quarter of Seville. Located in this old quarter are some important sites such as the Alcazar Palace and the Giralda Tower of the Cathedral. The neighborhood is a maze of narrow streets and alleys. So this alley leads to the view of the cathedral, and there, as you see, the bell tower of the cathedral, which in early days was the minaret of a mosque. And these are the walls of the Royal Palace. So this is the way to the stables in the early days. So this is the entrance of the Royal Palace. So here we are in this very big courtyard.
That's one of the
So this is the Mudehar Palace, which was actually built by the Muslims for a Christian king. And on the left, the yellow structure is the Gothic Palace. So this is a 16th century hall, which is now used for events. This picture of Virgin Mary represents the discovery of United States. This is the painting of King Alfonso XIII, who used to be the king of Spain in the 19th century. So this is the bedroom of the King Don Pedro, who lived in this Alcazar Palace. So this is the room of the Princess Isabel of Castile, who had given birth to her son. So this used to be a church in the 13th century where they used to also have mass. The ceramic you see on the walls is from the 16th century, and being made in Sevilla. So this is the Gothic path, which is the way to the hall where they have a lot of events, where it's called the dancing room, and also leads to the entrance of the garden. So here we are in a hall which used to be a dancing hall in the 13th century. This hall is still used for events. So here I am walking into the Galleria area, which gives a great view of the gardens. Apparently these gardens are here since the 10th century. So here we see in this square the palace, and here in the background the cathedral, which we'll be visiting soon. And there in the background you see the archive of the West Indies. These three sites are declared as World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. Here is the statue of Pope John Paul II. So guys, it's time for a coffee break, and I'm here at the Fontecruz Sevilla Seises Hotel. So here we have a very interesting site inside the Fontecruz Hotel, where you see the ruins. These are the Roman ruins in the background, and this is the ruins of the Muslim times. So here we are going on to the terrace of this Hotel Fontecruz, which gives some wonderful views of the surrounding area. So here in the background you see the cathedral once again. A great ambience for a sit out. So here I am at the Cathedral in Sevilla. Let's go inside and have a view of the fantastic architecture. Third largest cathedral after the St. Peter's in Vatican and the St. Paul's in London. So I'm going to go now inside this cathedral to have a look at the amazing architecture that the cathedral has inside. So as you see, this is A fabulous cathedral here in Sevilla with excellent architecture, date backs to centuries back, and if you see the style and the architecture is really impressive. So it is said that in terms of the surface covered by this cathedral, it is by far the biggest cathedral in the world, and it also features in the Guinness Book of World Records. So this is the biggest altar you can find in the world, which is 27 meters high. So this is apparently the biggest organ in the world. So here you have many chapels. The Chapel of St. James. This is the tomb of Christopher Columbus. So here we are entering the sacristy of this cathedral, where they get ready for the mass, the priests get ready. So this represents the bell tower of the cathedral, which also includes some saints and the Virgin Mary. So this is carried out in a procession every year during the Corpus Christi festival. So this is the hall where all the priests meet. So here I am to get a souvenir at the cathedral with €1.05, and I place the coins here. There's nothing happening.
You're supposed to pull out?
Or is it this side? No, it's the same way.
What did you pull it out?
It's still here.
Oh, yeah. No. €1 here.
Ah, okay. So €1 here and 5 cents here, and then you push it in.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you turn it.
Look how strong you are. All right. He's so strong.
And here I have the souvenir of the cathedral.
Wow. Nice. Right on.
Do like, comment and subscribe, and see you in part 3.